Hey, what's up everybody? It's only Journey here, and I hope you are all having a wonderful whatever time it is for you guys right now. We are back again, reacting to Miss Amberlynn Reid. I uploaded yesterday's video a little late, in fact uploaded it today, and Amber said she didn't like my name. How sad. I will mourn for eternity. But that's not what we are here to talk about today. We are here to talk about Amberlynn Reid's new Let's Talk series. I have my orange drink because of course I do. I can't deal with this shit sober. She's talking about Zachary Michael. I don't know how sane I'm going to be today. Just a disclaimer that everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only and is just my own opinion, knowledge I've collected over the years to bring to you here. Don't take anything I say seriously. I don't know anybody involved. I am just here giving my own 2 cents. And if you like videos like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, Amber, what do you have for us today?
Hey guys,
hey.
Welcome to a new video.
So she's not doing the hello anymore, I suppose. Maybe she'll go back to it, but like, okay, changing it up.
Series is called Let's Talk. I have done this before years ago. It's definitely just a series where I can communicate and correspond with you guys. So unfortunately,
how effective and how truthful is this communication, Amby?
My channel has thrived, but also died on a lot of different speculation. And I want to change that. I want to use my voice in situations
that implies that you are a trustworthy narrator. You are not.
Where I normally wouldn't. And I want to continue using my voice in situations where I already have. This is just a place for you guys to get to know me more, maybe in areas that you never would have. A place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny, and just an overall correspondence between you and me every single week. So the reason—
yeah, something stinks here because I'm smelling BS.
Always questions, rumors, speculation, just things that people are, for the lack of a better word, obsessively asking me about. And it kind of goes in cycles where it's like, there's like 5 huge things that people are talking about ad nauseum. And I think this is a good opportunity. Maybe I can answer those 5 things. Or what—
why are they talking about it? What actions have you taken to result in people talking about it, Amber? The answer is within you. You just have to stop being so blind to it.
Maybe. But regardless, I feel like my channel is very parasocial, let's be real. And there's always some sort of—
very good assessment because yes, it is. I think it's parasocial in both ways. The audience who actually obsesses over her and Amber herself and her reliance on her audience.
Or always some sort of topic that people are like, Amberlynn, why won't you talk about this? So this is going to give me the opportunity to do so, if you guys bring it up, of course. So I have structured the series into a special format, and I'm really, really excited. So the first section is always going to start with Sweet and Sour. So Sweet and Sour is just going to be a random comment generator from the Let's Talk prior. So obviously, since this is episode 1, we're having to skip that part. But I came up with—
interesting. I don't know how much I believe it's going to be auto-generated. Or if it is auto-generated, I don't know how many she's going to cut out just to get to the good ones. I'm personally skeptical with that, but if she actually does do that, I think that would be good. But also, maybe not. This is Amberlynn Reid we're talking about. Girl internalizes every single thing anybody says about her, which is not good for your mental health, and she really needs to mature that part of herself before doing this, in my opinion, because she misinterprets so much.
Sour, because you never know what kind of comment is going to pop up. Can it be a sweet comment? Or can it be a sour comment? Using a random comment generator is going to give me a wide variety of comments instead of just like going based off of like the top ones where I pick and choose, etc, etc. So this next section I am calling Sippin' Community. I know, I'm very clever. Thank you. Where I read from the community tab that I will be posting every single Monday. So it gets time for the questions and anything that you guys need me to speak about for them all under that community tab. And then after Sippin' Community, we're going to be doing the Linterview. Yes, I know. more cleverness from your girl. So the link—
It sounds like lint. Like as in laundry lint. Okay.
Interview is where you guys are actually interviewing me with your voice. Yes.
Oh,
so
right.
I told everyone over on my Instagram, send me a
I remember this.
microphone emoji so I can accept your request. And that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo asking any question you want. So I have not listened to any of them. It is going to literally be live, real reaction. I am very nervous.
Okay.
So if you guys want to go to—
I really hope it's true that she hasn't heard any of them. Again, I don't know. I doubt it, but like, I don't know if girl can handle just like keeping those unlocked for a while, especially when some of those questions may not paint her in a good light.
Next week, literally go to my Instagram at hectic.ambi, send me a microphone. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back, and then you can send me a voice memo, because Instagram has it to where you can only send me a voice memo if I accept your first message request. So anyways, after the interview, the next section is called Tea or Tail. So what this is going to be is I am going to clarify rumors that I have heard through the grapevine, and I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's real, or no, that's actually not true.
How are we going to be able to actually prove that though, Amber? Because like, you lie about so many things. Lying is second nature to you. This is your life. This is what you've been doing for years, ever since you've stepped on YouTube. Tea or tail? I'd be interested to see personally and what evidence people could bring up to contradict what you say in your videos. For that specifically.
Last section is going to be bad choices, and I just remembered I forgot to actually bring the cards over here, so I need to go get those. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So bad choices is just a bunch of really hectic kind of questions, so I'm going to be choosing 5 of those and answering them. So I know this introduction was super long.
That's kind of fun. Like, genuinely, I think that's a neat idea. I had never heard of that game before, so I think that's really neat. Okay, Ambi, you're making it a little more interesting. Go girl, go girl. Keep it up, keep it up. I know you can do it. I know you are capable of creating great content. So I know you can do it. And you're stepping in there. Come on. Keep that inspiration brain going. Okay? Keep it going. See, Amber, you don't need to copy other people in order to do good. In order to do good on this platform, in order to make fun videos that you want to make. And I'm probably going to be eating my words in like 5-10 minutes anyway, but like, you don't need to copy other people in order to do something nice that your viewers may be a little more interested in. I really genuinely hope that she does keep on this path of like actually trying to be creative, but also let me know if this is actually stolen or not.
Production was super long. We will not be doing that in the future videos.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to talk about what the series is about, so let's get into it.
Understandable. Thank you for clarifying that this is a one-time only thing. Hopefully you can keep to that.
Skipping over sweet and sour because I can't do it, and we're gonna go straight to sippin' community. Have you considered that your refusal to do inpatient treatment could be linked to a drug addict's refusal to do rehab? No, because I actually think doing inpatient would be fun. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, fun, that's really the adjective you're gonna use for that. The only reason why I choose not to do it is because it is extremely expensive and I have a job. Not only do I have a job I have to do to keep the roof over my head, the electricity running, and the food in my fur baby's stomach, but I have fur babies that need to be taken care of. I know the I's could be dot and the T's could be crossed. Like, my mom could probably watch my fur babies, but like, it's the job thing.
Amber, if it's the job thing or the money, keep doing videos for as long as you can, and also pre-record other videos on fun topics or doing fun things. Save up money for inpatient, get your mom to watch your apartment and your animals, schedule pre-recorded content, and just go and do it. Because you'll still be making money from that pre-recorded content, and you could do it. I don't believe that she thinks inpatient would be fun, especially because she said in the past that it's all about control there, which is, it's true, they're gonna tell you what to do. But Amber, in my opinion, impatient is going to be what saves you from an early series finale. I'd do it just to get all that weight off. Imagine how much you could drop in a couple months. You would be feeling so much better. You would be feeling so much lighter, and you would be able to move a lot more. Why don't you care about yourself in this way? When it comes to you, this is 100% like somebody refusing to go to rehab because you have a food addiction. You cannot stop. Your body cannot stop gorging on food because your stomach is addicted to feeling full. If you guys haven't watched Hecticana's reaction to this video, 100% go over there and do it. But one thing he says there is, it's okay to feel hungry. And I just hope Amber can one day know that it's okay to feel hungry. Because like I've said, I cannot stand Amberlyn Reed, but my golly gosh, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. Genuinely, I want this woman to get better, in the same vein that I want everybody who is doing harm to themselves to get better. I just want everybody to know my sympathy in this regard extends to everybody. Listen, if I could have it my way, all narcissists would be realized, they'd all be getting help, they'd all be making sure that therapy isn't making them worse. People with addiction wouldn't have addiction, they would be able to get through the withdrawals. Or, I don't know, we'd have a magic shot or pill to just make the addiction and withdrawal symptoms fly away. Because pain and suffering, although part of the human experience, is fun for no one. So, like, I'm still rooting for this woman to get better. I don't think she's going to. I really do want her to, though. And I hope she can. But I think part of that would be accepting the fact that reaction channels say a lot of truths that Amber doesn't want to hear. A lot of us have given Amber advice saying, hey, these are things you could do to lose the weight, and she hasn't done them. Maybe that's because she has a resentment towards reaction channels and say, no, they're reaction channels. They couldn't be right. Because I know when you have a bias towards somebody or a group of people or the people who do not like you, you will not listen to them. But it doesn't mean the information they're giving off is wrong. Open your mind.
If I was to be able to go into Impatient and be able to vlog my whole experience and upload, still make an income so I can still pay my bills, then I would do it. Why?
Maybe there is a place that you could find that would do it. I think it's like worth looking into. I mean, I understand if they wouldn't because of the privacy thing, but if you're paying like massive amounts of cash to get in there, you know, if you have a private room, I don't see why it would be a big deal. But again, you should be doing pre-recorded content.
Assumptions about ZM's mental health, but when your audience does it, it's mental health shaming. So I've never really made an assumption about his mental health.
No, yes, you did. You implied that Zachary Michael was faking their mental health because every time you go offline, they go offline, which isn't true. Anyway.
When I said, whoa, what a quinky dink. Zachary Michael's mental health gets bad when I take a break from YouTube. I think that was my way of just being like, okay, if you can dish it, I expect you're gonna be able to take it.
No. Zachary Michael had never said anything about your mental health in such a way as you implied to theirs. Zachary Michael was happy to not talk about you when you were going through a mental health crisis or when you were offline because of mental health issues. They were happy to chill with that. You pushed them. You poked them. Poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. You were the see you next Tuesday. You were the bitch here.
There have been times where he has mocked me about my mental health or a heartbreak, a relationship.
Bring receipts.
Just some way that I was feeling. I have felt mocked. I have felt hurt. I'm allowed to feel that way. And in my brain, I was like, okay.
You are, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what happened.
Hey, he's been doing this for years. Now it's my turn. Have you traveled the world since break?
Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Oh my, how much pain Amberlyn Reed must be going through. Zachary Michael is just so tall and mean and blonde. But here's the thing, guys. Amberlynn Reid takes everything way too seriously. You are not allowed to criticize anything about her aside from a few things she's picked. If she disagrees with your analogy or your thoughts about her, then you are a bully, which we both know is a dumb and stupid thought to have. Criticism doesn't equal bullying. Just because you take criticism as bullying doesn't mean that's what it is and doesn't mean you're being mocked. Zach is one of the kindest reaction channels, and they don't have to be, but that's just who they are. And you thought you could control them, Amber. You assumed that you would be able to control them because they were so kind to you. How dare you go into Jordy's live stream or defend Jordy or whatever you did? This is betrayal. You're so mean to me. Ah. Girl, we're not friends. I'm gonna mock your voice on live stream now. Amber can try and crap on some of the nicest people all she wants, but Zach is still a better person than she could ever hope to be.
Have you traveled the world since breaking up with Beck? No, but I have traveled. I have went to Oklahoma. I've went to Wisconsin. I've went to Tennessee. I've went to Michigan. And I forgot to say, I've been to Illinois since then. Chicago, hello, Billie Eilish concert. In your track record for change, what do you estimate your life expectancy to be, and what will you do with that time? So this is kind of like gruesome, but based on how I feel and the things that I go through, probably somewhere in my 50s, and I feel like early 50s, I don't know.
At your size, Amber, at your size, people don't make it to their 50s. Their body shuts down before then. So, are you really getting on a weight loss, lack of plan-ish thing? Because, like, I'd be surprised if you made it past the next 3. You're 35 years old. You're almost 520 pounds. You are bigger than some of history's largest rich people. And you are nowhere as rich as they were. And you're looking 2019. So, are you really gonna get the show on the road? Because it doesn't look like you are. It doesn't look like you care. And she does this every time. It's start and stop and stop and start and stop and start and start and stop.
That's when my grandma died. Actually, it was when she was 51. But like the number 53 keeps popping in my head, and slightly 54. That's a very gruesome question. And what will I do with that time? It depends. Like, am I trying to better myself, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., which is where I'm at right now? Or am I just going to just flop like a fish and not care about anything? I want to say it's this over here. So by doing this over here, that means I might see my 60s.
Okay, so do it. Because at the rate you're looking right now, sweetheart, it doesn't look like you're gonna get past 39.
Regardless of which one I choose, I'll never see my 70s, and that's kind of a sad reality. How does it feel knowing you've been stuck in a time loop for the last decade, when your watchers have graduated college with masters, gotten married, etc.? The world is evolving around you, yet you haven't changed a thing. So first of all, to those who have graduated college with masters, hell yeah, props to ya. But I do want to say everyone's timeline is completely different.
Deflecting immediately, okay.
Some people get married when they're 18, some people get married when they're freaking 62. You know, more people than you think have very routine, boring, everyday lives. Like they get up, they shower, they still
find time to spend time with those who matter most to them. People of her age make time for other people, their friends, their family, all of that stuff that is not focused on them specifically. That is why so many people progress faster than Amberlynn. Because Amberlynn doesn't even know how to keep a friend group.
They head to work, they come home, they have dinner, they relax, and that's that. Like, a lot of people do have that life, and I think that we just need to be grateful to be alive regardless. Just because someone is married versus someone who isn't, that doesn't make one of them better than the other, versus someone graduated with masters versus someone who didn't. It doesn't make one of them better than the other. I have my accomplishments. I have things.
Okay, that is true. That is very true. 100%. We should not be measuring each other when it comes to accomplishments on that scale. But when it comes to somebody who actually puts in the effort versus somebody like Amberlyn Reed who doesn't put in the effort and drops after becoming uninterested, there's a reason why that comparison is made. And there's a reason why it's valid.
Life that make me extremely happy, but this is my life and my routine. I've been stuck in a time loop when it comes to my weight. I will admit that. But when it comes to like growing and bettering myself, I have not been stuck in a loop. 10 years ago, I could not have ever imagined myself not only being single, but living by myself. That would have never happened 10 years.
Because you were codependent on people's families. That is why. You were codependent on your exes and their families.
Years ago, I could not imagine myself making amazing money, using my own debit card, being able to not only take care of myself, but my fur babies, having a roof over my head. If I want it, I buy it. If I need it.
When she talks about her fur babies, it pisses me off specifically because of Rarity. It really pisses me off.
I buy it. I never imagined having that type of life. Yes, I suffered with BPD 10 years ago and I still do to this day.
Which you were never diagnosed for. You were never diagnosed for.
Years ago, it was way worse. In that, I never imagined being able to be by myself and enjoying alone time because I was always so, oh my God, I need my partner. And like, I can't be alone ever, not even for 5 minutes. And now I'm alone for days and days at a time and I'm okay. So you might see it.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. If she has grown as much as she's saying here, which I'm on the fence about because, again, Amberlyn Reed, you know, we know she's a compulsive liar. She just does it. So excuse me, madam, if I do not believe most of the things you say. I do genuinely hope that she's gotten better just because of the fact that everybody should.
As a loop, I don't. You know your comment section is public, right? Why lie about getting so much support? We can all see what people are saying to you, Amber. So I get a lot of private support, which I completely understand because when someone supports me publicly, they get actually bashed and attacked, and it's really sad. For some reason, the haters cannot accept that there are people who actually like me and enjoy my content.
Because you're a master manipulator. I'm the professor at the College of Manipulation. I don't think we should be bashing Amber's supporters as much as we do, in my personal opinion. We don't got to agree. Because a lot of those people are kids, and they're young, and they don't understand it, and kids are very easily manipulated, okay? Little Susie is gonna learn in like 7 years that Amberlyn is trash, or maybe sooner than that, okay? She'll be okay. All we need to do is continue to bring proof that Amber is not a good person, and people will start to understand. We may not all agree at the level to which she should be bashed, and that's okay. All that matters is we work towards not being like her.
Can't accept a different opinion than theirs. So I get hundreds and hundreds.
Pot calling the kettle black, ain't we?
And hundreds of DMs weekly of people who are very, very supportive because they can't do that publicly. So when I say thank you for the support, I genuinely mean it because the people who message me on Instagram are also watching my videos, and these videos are also for them. All right, so this is the last.
I don't doubt that she gets probably hundreds of DMs weekly at least because of the fact she has so many followers on Instagram.
Bah ha 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 ha. You are literally deleting comments. I was reading one in the middle of it. Poof, it was gone and it's nowhere to be seen. So I didn't delete any comments on the community tab because I wanted to go into it completely raw. YouTube actually has a section where they automatically do it themselves if something is a little too hecticana, for the lack of a better word.
Stop with the for lack of a better word thing. But yeah, YouTube and censorship, best buddies. That is a marriage made in hell. You can say the simplest of things and YouTube is like, yeah, how about no, go fuck yourself, yeah?
it goes into a completely different section and I have to approve the comment, but I never look at those. So you're never going to see that comment again. All right, so the next section is the Linterview.
Which also, just one more thing. Going through your need to approve comments is part of your job. Does nobody else as a social media personality do this? Because I do. I go through most of my need to approve comments. TikTok gets a little bit of a doozy, so sometimes I need to take a mental health break for that crap. But like, it is part of your job.
I am so nervous. All right, let me get to my Instagram. I am beyond nervous. Okay. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be fine. All right, here we go.
If you didn't have the obstacles that you have in your life, I'm thinking specifically about your weight or maybe some of the trauma-related obstacles, what different twists and turns do you think your life would have taken? Let's imagine you didn't do YouTube, and you didn't have childhood trauma, and you didn't have your weight standing in your way. Where would you see yourself now?
Okay, so if I didn't have childhood trauma and I didn't have these weight issues, where do I see myself now? Honestly, probably like in LA. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'd be doing for a job or anything like that.
She did say that to Beck and said that, yeah, if I wasn't this weight, I would be in LA and I wouldn't be dating people your size.
Like, I don't like to hype myself up too hard, but I feel like...
Yes, you do.
I would be an attractive person if I was thin. I mean...
You are still an attractive person sometimes if you get the angles right and the filters. But the reason why you are not an attractive person, Amber, is your personality, not your looks. It's the way you treat people, not how you're viewed physically. And that's not to say that people don't have physical preferences. People definitely do. I'm just not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that your personality is so unattractive and the way you treat other people is so unattractive that you're just not attractive.
I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes I feel super ugly, but my mom, like, is gorgeous. She was super gorgeous when she was younger. And I know without all my extra, I would look very, very different. And I think I would really be successful in LA. I don't really know what I would be doing, but I think I would be thriving. I have a feeling I would be thriving for sure. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Amberlyn, why did you bring up like what you would look like? It's because sadly society is shallow, and I feel like people who are more attractive, they get further in life and they're treated better, etc. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, so you know how there's the butterfly effect theory of how like one insignificant moment in your life could change the course of the rest of your life?
Yes.
Do you know, or can you pinpoint like what significant or insignificant moment or event happened in your life that if you could, you would go back and change and maybe speculate how it could have changed the course of the rest of your life?
So I do have one particular moment in my head, and I don't know what ways that it would have changed my life. Obviously for the better, it would definitely be interesting to see. But like, I have gone through so many things, so many like isolated, separate, traumatic events to where I was gonna come out effed up regardless. But the first thing that I think of, which trigger warning SA.
I'm gonna cut that part out of the video. Amber was talking about how she was SA'd by her cousin, that kind of stuff, and how a lot of bigger people, you know, in common, that sometimes childhood SA is involved. That's really devastating. I don't want to put any commentary on that. I am also a victim of childhood SA myself, so I take that stuff very seriously, and I will not be speaking anything on that. I know there are speculation as to whether or not Amber is telling the truth here. Personally, right now, I do not feel comfortable touching it.
Amber, thank you so much for accepting my request. I just wanted to ask you, if you could talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say and what advice would you give? And also, if you could see yourself 10 years in the future, where would you like to be and how do you see yourself? Again, thank you so much.
So 10 years ago, I was 34. So I without a doubt would tell myself,
You mean 24?
lose weight, girl. Like, you're going to get cancer in a few years, so you need to lose weight. You need to go to the gyno regularly, and you need to know the YouTube game. So let me sit down, write down a bunch of notes for you, and I'm gonna teach
Girl, you yourself barely know the YouTube game. You don't know how to properly edit or any of that.
you the YouTube game to where you can play the YouTube game, you can have fun with it, but you can also stop yourself from sharing certain things that you shouldn't share. And girl, you also have BPD, so go to therapy now. Like, there's just so many things that I would tell myself. So if I could see myself in 10 years from now, I will be 44. I hope that
I don't think she's even going to therapy right now.
obviously, like, I weigh a lot less. I hope that, like, my health has improved, my mental health. I can't even imagine myself in the 40s. Holy, that is weird. I hope that I'm married. I know that sounds crazy because I said I don't ever want to be in a relationship again, but fuck it. A decade from now, I hope that I'm married. I hope that I'm
I think her and Tommy are still together. This is too sus.
happy. I was about to say, I hope that I still have wasabi and Twinkie, but oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my heart just broke. Moving on.
Wait.
Still have wasabi and Twinkie, but oh, okay, my heart just broke. Moving on.
That the monotone, like, shit, fuck, oops, moving on. It's me-core, and I love to see it because I can relate to that and I vibe with it, whether it was intentional or not.
So this is the last one.
Do you think you'll ever do ASMR again? I'm not gonna lie, your old ASMR videos, especially the like candy bowl arranging one, has been a guilty pleasure of mine for like the past week. Sorry if this had to be weight related. That's just been living rent free in my brain.
Oh my god, I live for that question.
I vibe with that question also. Like, that's just, go off.
How many people actually tell me that they like my ASMR videos? Like, it genuinely shocks me. I actually don't think that I will ever make like a separate ASMR video again. I think majority of people actually hate it, but a lot of people do like it, so
No, you could make so many. Okay, that's a good moneymaker, Amber. Genuinely, like, that is a good idea. Get a Blue Yeti microphone or something similar. Do that. Actually put effort into those, like, anything like that. The community of ASMR will thank you. So do it. That could be a great moneymaker for you. If you want more money, do the ideas. Make an ASMR channel. Do one video a day where you just hang out with something, or like peel a banana, or play with some candy, or I don't know, sipping a drink, or blowing bubbles, opening a book. People sometimes like this sound. You could make some good money. If people don't want to see your face, the ASMR community would love your sound effects.
appreciate that. All right, now it is time for tea or tail. So rumor number one is you cannot be diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist, let alone one that doesn't specialize in BPD.
Did she get this from me? Hi, Amber. Yeah, I'm sorry. Genuinely, I am sorry about that. It depends on the place you're from. In my area, you have to go to somebody who specializes it. It can technically be a psychologist, but like that person has to like be focused on that thing, or like a group of things in that area overall. It's very confusing. Some areas psychologists absolutely can. Some areas it has to be a psychiatrist. Sorry for that misinformation. I just wanted to let you guys know because people did let me know that, you know, in certain places you can, absolutely. But thank you for the shout out, Amber. I love you.
That is a tail. That is a big, big, big tail. So you can be diagnosed with BPD by psychiatrists, psychologists, and by social workers. And they do not have to specialize in BPD in the same way, like if you're diagnosed with depression or you're diagnosed with bipolar disorder, like they don't have to be like
yeah, but those are extremely complex disorders. So why would a social worker be diagnosing it?
specialized like psychology.
America, are your social workers taking psychology classes and like absorbing the knowledge into their brain for all of the diagnostic shit? How are social workers diagnosing BPD? I need to know. Please tell me. I am very interested in this, genuinely. This is going to be a research topic for tonight. That really shocked me.
Psychologist just for those things. All right, rumor number 2. Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat. That is also a tale that is not true. So in my reaction to Salty Crab, where I was talking about like, so many people didn't believe I had cancer, so many people didn't believe that I was rushed to the ER and that I was gushing blood and blah, blah, blah. I mentioned the times where I posted my blood pictures on Snapchat, and I also mentioned where I literally showed medical confirmation, like my medical paperwork in a YouTube video.
I haven't seen this, so I'm not going to provide commentary on any of it because I have not seen any of that crap yet.
Pulled all that nonsense together in the reaction, and I saw a couple people where they were just like, oh my god, Amberlynn's lying. Like, she didn't even post like those pictures until like May, but then it was like actually June where like she showed the medical stuff. And yes, that is true. So in the Salty Crab reaction, I said during that time, and I also said in the impulsive state of mind that I was in. So I'm talking about 2 different incidences, which is the Snapchat photos, the medical paperwork YouTube, that happened within different months, but it was the same head frame. So what made me post the Snapchat photos was people were like, Amberlynn, that's not true. You were not rushed to the ER gushing blood. And I was like, yes, I was. Here's proof. And then me posting medical paperwork was because people were like, Amberlynn, you were never diagnosed. That's not true.
I still think you shouldn't have posted it because like that is very, very, very like sensitive info. And like, girl, you need to protect yourself, genuinely. Like, I know that people rag on you for not sharing enough, but like part of that is personal. And at that point, you should have just ignored it all because it was going to make your mental health worse, and that does not help when you are going to prepare for a hysterectomy.
And then I was like, well, here's proof. So both of those instances was just me not being able to regulate my emotions, me not being able to like ignore the shit. So instead it made my like impulse instinct, like it was gone. I had 0 impulse skills. Like I was just like, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this. I couldn't regulate myself. But thankfully since then, I have gotten better with that. Am I perfect? No.
Certainly not with the last few weeks. You should have just logged off or, you know, I don't know, given your Wi-Fi router to your mother. Like, your social media break should have been about you. It should have been about self-care. It should have been about maybe going out to a gym or, you know, getting started at a gym, get a trainer. You should have actually taken time off for yourself and for your mental health.
The reason why I have stopped like demeaning myself in certain areas. People are like, let me see the BPD diagnosis. People are like, let me see proof that you have a kidney that's 6 millimeters big. And I'm like, no, like I have boundaries and I respect my boundaries. In the past, no, because I was bad at regulating, still am, but better. And that's just like another way of like showing that I have improved as a person, because in the past, like crying hysterically while showing my medical records is crazy work. And like posting on Snapchat such gruesome photos is also crazy work. And that is something I would never do now. Rumor number 3, which is the last rumor. Amberlynn uses a filter when live streaming from her laptop. That is also a tale. I'm literally a boomer when
Girl, at least like add in a truth. Which like, I believe in like several points of this. She's lied about this, but like all of these. But like still, like, I don't know, make it juicy, add a truth. Don't just deny everything.
it comes to anything like that. So the reason why it looks so different on my laptop versus on my phone is because the iPhone, I have the newest one, is literally crisp clear, as you guys can see. But my laptop literally sucks, as you guys can also see, because the internet's always shutting down and I'm always having to restart. You can
Get a new one. You make the money. Get a new one.
literally tell that the webcam is super blurry. So it has nothing to do with a filter. I wouldn't even know how to put that on there. Literally, when I go live,
I don't believe you.
On YouTube, I click go live, and that is literally the end of it. All right, now we're about to do bad choices. So by the time that this whole series is done, maybe I will have answered every single one of these questions. I'm just going to randomly choose 5 and let's get into it. Have you ever told a friend they were being cheated on? I'm having to think. I don't think I've ever had to do that, no. But my memory does suck because last night in my live stream, I couldn't even remember the fucking high school that I graduated from. It was crazy. All right, next.
Honestly, mood.
In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message? Nope. Number 3. So this is like an all play question. So obviously, it's just me. So I'm gonna ask it as if it's just me. Could you go a month without masturbating? The answer is probably no. I mean, if someone was like, don't masturbate for a month, like, I bet you, like, okay.
Listen, sex ed and sexual health, very important. But right now, I'm feeling uncomfortable. So I will not say anything about this. And I think we will agree that nothing happened here and we will never talk about this again.
But like, why would I? Number 4, have you ever apologized after sex? I'm sure I have. I don't know what for, but probably something. All right, number 5. Have you ever had a sexual partner who turned out to be gay? Well, I am gay, so that makes my partner gay. All right, so that is the end of...
It doesn't. Little Miss Sexuality is fluid here. Bisexuality exists. Why are you so mean to us bisexuals? What did we do, Amber? What did we do to you? I don't understand why you hate us so. It is so cruel of you. Such a big and great lesbian has to beat down bisexuals to feel something.
The first episode of this series, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, there are so many more voice memos, so many more things we could talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long. There will be another community tab for you guys on Monday. If I missed your question, just repeat it. And as the time goes on, we'll see. Maybe some of this will be taken out. Maybe no one likes the interview, or maybe no one likes the tea or tail. I'm sure you guys do though. Maybe eventually I'll add something new or take something out. It just all depends. See what we all like and how we enjoy it. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so that was Amber's newest video, and I have been recording for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Genuinely, I think this was a lot more interesting than some of Amber's other videos, so I think she's on the right track with trying to get out content that people actually want to watch. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you liked the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.